Hello, everyone, and welcome to anything I want to talk about. The topic I wish to speak about now will be one for the nerds, including me. It's gonna be two shows. I think we know which ones. Probably not. It's gonna be the Game of Thrones prequel, House of Dragons, as well as the Lord of the Rings Amazon show, Rings of Power. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna ask, which one do you prefer? I enjoyed both. The action was definitely cooler in House of Dragons because dragons. Everything is like very rated R, very rated R action. But I'm kind of partial to Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, because I kind of grew up on that. I wasn't really introduced to Game of Thrones till, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago when the Game of Thrones show was on. But Lord of the Rings I've kind of been into since I was a child. I watched the cartoons, The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings, where everything was very bad lighting, as well as I think there was a Return of the King one. But yeah, I'd say there were two pretty solid shows. There are the purists out there that'll say, "Oh, they didn't go by the book. Why did you not go by the book?" Casual. I'm just like, whatever, dude. It's a story. Just watch it. It's not like it's history. Yeah. So, my favorite thing about House of Dragons, obviously, the dragons. Those things are sick. They are so cool. I really enjoy how massive the dragons are in this series. Like Vagar, oh my gosh, she's enormous. She's cute. I think she's cute. Everybody thinks she looks like some weird, ugly, like iguana sloth. And I'm just like, no. She's a cutie. Leave her alone, or she'll eat you and your dragon. Yeah, so Big Mama Vagar got to eat a healthy amount on that last episode. Unfortunately, baby Osiris is not with us anymore. I'd like to think that, he fell into the ocean. He was still alive. Unfortunately, his dragon didn't make it, obviously. And my man who ran away with his lover picked him up on some shore. But we all know that didn't happen. Favorite thing about Rings of Power was, the mystery around, the two characters we really only care about, Gandalf and Sauron. The last episode where they think that, the stranger himself is Sauron, they're just like, oh, or whatever those people in white were. I'm not sure what they were. They're evil. They had me going. I thought he was Sauron too, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't see that coming. I thought it was the other guy. See, these names are escaping me. This is how you know that my film is unedited. It's truthful, fair and balanced. Yeah. So that kind of flipped me a little bit. I figured it was that guy, but when they said it was, then they said that who we now know as Gandalf was Sauron. I was like, man, that doesn't make sense. I kind of got tipped off as to what is his name? I don't know. He was questioning Adar, saying like, "Do you remember me? Do you remember my face? Do you remember me?" Something like that. Spot on. Um, I kind of figured he was Sauron at that point because he's asking Edar if he remembered him, and I don't know why he would remember him if he wasn't someone that he had met previously, or served under. And Sauron. I don't really have any complaints about either show. Things that I wasn't really interested in were, I know it's like the revelation of Gandalf and this and that, but I could not care less about the Hobbit story. I can't, honestly, I forwarded through every one of them, but then as soon as I saw some action in the fast forwarding, I paused it, not paused it, played it, went back a little bit so I didn't miss anything. But honestly, they're so uninteresting to me. I'm sorry. I'm hurting feelings right now. But I don't care about the Hobbits. I don't care about the Hobbits. Just give me the big ones. Yeah. Anyways, House of Dragons. I don't really have any gripes about that. I don't read the books, so I don't know if anything was, historically incorrect. As for the deaths in House of Dragons, there was quite a bit. Some unexpected. If you haven't read the books, Lucerys's was very unexpected. But, when he went to Baratheon's kingdom and you see Big Mama Vagar just chilling right there, you're just like, you should have gotten back on your dragon and sent a raven. Because now you're dead, boy. And now a war's gonna start because you're dead. I'd say that my favorite character, I like Aemond and Daemon. I like both those characters because I think they've grown quite a bit. Obviously, Aemond claiming Vagar as his dragon was a huge stepping point in his, character development. Because now he has the biggest dragon in the land, the most experienced. I'm assuming. She's old. She's cute. And she's hungry, obviously. Daemon, I like him because, he doesn't care. Just doesn't care. Doesn't seem to care. At least that's what I thought up until, he married Rhaenyra. But, yeah, the dude, that scene in the Stepping Stones with the crab dude was very intense. I enjoyed the battle. It was pretty cool. Some dragon action in there. Very, very minimal dragon action. But the one thing that disappointed me about that scene was there wasn't a really there wasn't a battle scene between Daemon and the Crab King dude. I don't know the names. I'm sorry. I know some names, obviously, of the favorite characters that I have. But yeah, I would have liked a battle scene at least. But I think they kind of skipped that and were like, he's not going to bring out a head. We got to really show up if we're not going to show up with this battle scene. So, he's just going to bring a quarter of his torso out. Thought he cleaved with his sword somehow. That was pretty shocking. That brought out some vibes of this anime that I watch called Gantz. Oh, maybe it's Gantz Zero. And the main villain made quick work of this character, sort of like secondary character, but he was like the most powerful good guy. And he just made quick work of him, brought him back in the same fashion as Daemon did the crab guy. Just a quarter of his torso and his head. shocking as hell. So if you like violence, if you like cool battle scenes, I'd say both of them are pretty up there. One is on Amazon Prime, the other is on HBO. They're both sort of streaming services that you have to pay for, unfortunately. But other than that, I really enjoyed both series. Took up a good 8 weeks of my life, and I can say that I looked forward to every episode because they just left me on cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger, and I was eating it up, man. I was eating it up. Now I am filled with sadness and despair since I cannot see them until 2 years from now. Anyways, so that was my review of Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, and can you call it Lord of the Rings? Rings of Power? I don't know. As you can see, I'm not a purist or anything like that. I just enjoy the content. And I think most of us are people that just enjoy the content, People call us casuals, but, shut up. It's very arrogant of you to say, sir. It's hypothetical, sir, that I'm having a conversation with now. Probably one or two of them are probably going to see this video and be like, I'm very mad at you. Unedited. Alright, guys. That's enough of me today. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to take a long time to upload on YouTube. Hours. Good thing I'm on my lunch break. Alright. Have a good one, guys.